Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Proverbs Report in the afternoon, and it's still freezing and the light is starting to go. Proverbs chapter 14 and verse 4. Where there are no oxen, the manger is clean, but much revenue comes by the strength of the ox. So Solomon is saying that where there is no oxen, the manger is clean. What he's really saying is that it's all nice and neat and tidy, but a manger is built for the cattle in order for the cattle to do the work in the field, so that while working, there can be great revenue. So it's almost like having, as it were, a resource, but no means of making any money. And that sense of not having the opportunity to make money might mean that everything is squeaky clean, but you've got no money. You've got no means of achieving or making money. So we need, in effect, the strength of the ox in order to be able to plough the field. And that can apply to so many things in our lives. How many jobs around the house do we put off because we just can't be bothered? Because there's something in us that's kind of a delay tactic, or things to do that we should do and we should have done, but we haven't done and we need to do. You know, if we don't make good investments in our lives, then don't be surprised that we don't have very good returns, if any. We need to be those who wake up in the morning with a plan and a purpose about our day. Even though Adam was given the task of looking after the Garden of Eden, it was a pleasure to do so inside of the paradise walls. But of course, once the curse came, then the outside of the paradise garden, there was just weed and thistle and thorn and pain and hardship and hard labour. So this sense of the difficulties there outside of the garden. But nevertheless, if we're outside the garden, we still need to create a situation where we can make money to meet every need that life requires of us. So what this proverb is talking about is not being idle and not making plans to create stability in your life so that you have enough. And there are a lot of people that are just going through the motions of life, living off the state, living off the system. And yet they could actually become much more proactive in taking responsibility for their own lives and their own needs as well. We've grown, unfortunately, in this country, a culture of dependency. Now, that's a problem because eventually the ability to meet that demand will dry up, and it's actually killing the country. We need to recreate within ourselves an ambition to be successful in the things that we do. And there's nothing wrong in becoming rich, providing that the rich that we gain is used for the glory of God. And just think, if we were more than we were able with financially, how much more we could give to the kingdom of God and the purposes of God, even supporting charities or even needs across the world. Brothers and sisters, have a bigger mindset in regards to God's calling upon your life. Thank you for joining me. Be blessed. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you on Monday morning.